on, everyone? This is Todd Cheek coming at you with another episode of Living Your Best Life. And I want to say thank you so much for giving us some of your time this afternoon or morning or evening or just whenever you're watching this episode here today. Once again, I want to say thank you. So, of course, what we do on our show is we invite a professional onto the show to talk about what they do and how what they do is contributing to a healthier society, a wealthier society, or just a better society in general. So today we have an awesome young lady that's going to be speaking about massage therapy and the benefits of massage. And her name is Lynette Drury. She's out of the Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina area. And I just spending just a short amount of time with her. She's phenomenal and just so knowledgeable of massage therapy. So you can definitely check her out. The name of her business is thejourneync.com. That's her website, but like I said, the name of her business is The Journey NC. But once again, visit her website, thejourneync.com. So before we get on to our guest or to the interview, I'm going to shoot to a short commercial to share about a product that I really, really do love and trust, and that is the Ultimate Aloe. Now, of course, they say that life and death begins in the gut, and I really, really do believe that. So when it comes to gut health, you definitely have to give yourself a fighting chance, and the Ultimate Aloe, I feel, is the perfect solution to that. So check out the video, or the commercial rather, and also one other thing, I'm offering anyone that wants to purchase it today, tomorrow, this week, or whenever, 15% discount off of a bottle of the Ultimate Aloe. So definitely check that out. 15%. You'll see the code. I'll provide that for you somewhere down in the verbiage of the show or the blog site or what have you. So just put that code in and we'll get it to you. So anyway, everyone, that's that. I just wanted to give you a quick intro and let's get on to the interview. So welcome back, everybody. So like I said, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. And we have an awesome young lady, okay, that's going to be joining us. As you can see, at least on my screen here, she's on my left. I don't know which side you might be seeing, but on my screen right here, she's on my left side. And she is the massage therapist that's going to be speaking to us today about the benefits of massage. All righty. So her name is Lynette Drury. So Lynette, thank you and welcome so much to the show today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Sure thing. So listen, let's go ahead and jump right into it, because what we want to know is a little bit about who you are and really what attracted you to become a massage therapist.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to make the story as short as possible.
We got time.
I have been a massage therapist for 10 years, but gotcha. I actually was interested in massage when I was 15. So I was in high school and I saw a commercial, an ad for a massage school, and I thought, this is what I want to do.
Oh, yeah.
But of course, my mom was like, yeah, that's not a thing. You can't do that. You need to go to college like everybody else, because that was the decision that people are making still to this day, is go to a university. There wasn't a lot of options besides going to a 4-year university. So even though I went to a university, it obviously didn't work out like she wanted it to work out, because I still ended up becoming a massage therapist. It took me a little bit longer because I had to go through some different paths, but I still eventually got there. So I've been an esthetician for 5 years and a massage therapist for 10 years now.
Wow. And that's something that I do want to talk to you a little bit about too, is the esthetician part of your business too, because I think that's a really interesting marriage between the two professions. And do you find that that's typically what massage therapists do? What kind of like drew you into that esthetician part, the skincare part also?
Well, when you work in a spa, a lot of times you start off working with estheticians side by side. They offer dual services where you get a massage and a facial. I started getting suggestions from estheticians like, Lynette, you might want to, be a dual license. They call it being dual license, so go to school, get your, must have your esthetician license as well as your massage license. And I put it off for a long time. But then they know that, I love doing makeup. So it was like, you would really benefit from doing this. So Durham Tech offered a very affordable program. and I could not turn it down. It
Oh
was,
yeah.
and I fell in love with skincare. I'm
Wow.
absolutely in
Wow.
love with skincare and massage, and I love incorporating all of that into one person.
That's cool. That's cool. So do you
Mhm.
think like, skincare is such a, and this is about massage supposedly, but like I said, it
Right.
really, this is organic and we just kind of got to go with the flow here, everybody, because you can benefit from this too. Okay. Because skincare is important
Mhm.
and we all want to look good.
Mhm.
That is one of the first things people see is our skin. And so when
Mhm.
it looks good, when
Mhm.
it looks healthy, we feel good. So let's
Mhm.
speak a little bit about that because that is interesting.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to skincare, people often um, what we consume in terms of food,
Mhm.
does it really play into how our skin looks?
Absolutely. I noticed that a lot of people have issues with acne and they never change their diet. They have
Yeah.
issues with eczema and they never change their diet. So they don't increase their water intake. They don't cut out the sugar, which is going to cause inflammation in your body. So you have to take an inventory of what's going inside first. So firsthand, you got to increase your water intake to at least a liter to 2 liters a day. And
Hmm.
to some people, that's not even feasible. I have some clients who are nurses and they like, I can't go to the bathroom that much. It's just I cannot drink that much water because it affects my work. And you
Wow.
never think about hearing that as an excuse, but it's
That's
true.
real.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Like I said, I often think about, health from the inside out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
and now it's even beauty from the inside out.
Right.
And so that matters. And like
Mm-hmm.
like you say, when people aren't drinking enough water, their system isn't getting cleansed out.
Mm-hmm.
Their kidneys suffer. All those things are, and most people I think are dehydrated probably,
Right.
and
Absolutely.
and undernourished. And
Right.
I was just having a conversation with one of my clients this morning. I know that she doesn't drink enough water, and I know also that she's not, getting the nutrients because she's not eating the proper foods. And so
Right.
we're trying to guide her, in eating the proper food so she
Right.
can get the nutrients and the nourishment that her body requires to get where
Mm-hmm.
she says she wants to go. And
Absolutely.
so yeah, it all plays. So thank you for that,
Mm-hmm.
because like I said, that
Yes.
is something that even though, like I said, we're here to talk about massage, but you've expanded your business, and I think it's very smart to, also taking a look at skincare and
Mm-hmm.
wonderful. And so what I want is we move back into the talk and the conversation of massage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk a little bit about what massage is, how it work, and what are the benefits of massage?
Well, and the short of it, massage is just soft tissue manipulation.
Hmm.
So you are working with muscles, tendons, and ligaments. And when you do that, it's going to increase your flexibility, increase your circulation, and increase your range of motion in certain joints. So that's what I do. And we use different modalities, of course, to do it. The main one, of course, is Swedish. Usually, Swedish is not really for treating anything, but most of my clients come for pain management and pain reduction and pain prevention. It's
Right.
all around pain pretty much.
Wow. Wow.
And I do it mostly for those type of clients, but then I also work in the higher end where they only are there because they're treating themselves because it's a weekend and I want to spend a lot of money on myself. So I'm going to get a massage. So there's also that, but it just reduces your stress. It just reduces and increases your relaxation and basically can help you with even your insomnia if you have trouble sleeping too.
Interesting. Because that's one thing too. Another one of those hidden things that we don't know, we take for granted, sleep. And so everyone, if you're listening to this, or while you're listening to this, think about what we're talking about here. The benefits of massage. We're talking about the benefits of skincare, but a lot of things, when we're talking, and now we're talking about, how sleep plays into, your overall well-being, and how massage therapy can actually help in that area.
Mhm,
That's something that I've never heard before. So
mhm,
um, that's something that I would love to, even though I don't think I suffer from insomnia.
mhm,
I mean, I can pretty much go to sleep, and the problem is I go to sleep too late at night. That's my thing. So
mhm.
I think 12 o'clock is probably too late for somebody that needs to be up at 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to probably get more sleep in my day. And so I don't know if it's an insomnia issue if I try to go to sleep, any earlier than that. But
Mm-hmm.
like I said, it's really good to know that massage can help in that area. So the services that you do offer, of course,
Mm-hmm.
are Swedish. Are
Mm-hmm.
there some other types of services that you do offer with as it relates to massage therapy?
Well, I do mostly mainly it's deep tissue and trigger
Mhm.
point. That's usually
Okay.
what kind of clients I have. But I also do lymphatic drainage and sports massage, and then I can
Mhm.
also add hot stones to any sessions to increase your relaxation. And what I do is a specialty I call, therapeutic massage.
Mhm.
So today I had a guy who wanted a Swedish. I don't even know if I can do Swedish anymore because I don't know how to just do that soft, flowy strokes. I'm always trying to fix something.
Yeah.
So as I
Mhm.
can't help, and he's an athletic person.
Yeah.
He's a runner. So of course I'm going to incorporate some stretching, a little bit of pulling, some deep tissue, some
Right.
trigger point if that person can handle it. Because some people
Right.
don't want to hurt, so I have to be mindful of that too. So I just do it. I usually do it all at one time. And
Yeah.
most of my clients love it because they feel like they've been worked on, not
Right.
fluffed up, but worked on.
Right. So,
Mhm.
shiatsu,
Right.
is that like can you what is shiatsu?
Shiatsu is more of a Asian modality, which
Uh-huh.
uses stagnant pressure through the meridians of the body because they work with meridians.
Oh, okay.
And that's a whole different aspect that you have to study. So you can act like you're doing shiatsu, but if you don't have the meridians lined up and know which way to travel up the body, then you're not really doing shiatsu. So that's a whole different training that you would want to go through to do shiatsu. And it's usually on the floor,
Hmm.
and it can be very uncomfortable because it can be quite painful as well. But
Wow.
people love it.
Wow. Wow.
Mhm.
So, you spoke the painful parts of massage. Yeah. It's kind of like, it goes against the grain, because we
Mhm.
always think about massage as being, like you had said when we spoke earlier this week, the luxury, relaxation. But,
Mhm.
when you also mentioned pain prevention and coming to
Mhm.
you to relieve or release pain at the same time too,
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
guess I guess there's a blood flow type of thing that allowance that massage helps with, I guess, right?
Right, absolutely. Because we get adhesions in our muscles if we don't stretch. You're aware of lactic acid buildup, all of these
Mhm.
things. So we want to increase your lymphatic drainage, increase your circulation to flush all of that out. And when you have a trigger point or basically a knot in the muscle that's causing you an issue, I do have to go a little bit heavier to release
Right,
that, to open that
right.
up for you, so the pain is reduced. And some people don't want to hurt at all. Some people want to actually hurt. Like if they're not hurting, then it's not a good massage.
Yeah, I know those people too. It's
Right.
like the people that, if I'm not feeling like massively sore the next day after a workout,
Yes. Yes.
I'm like I don't want,
Exactly.
I really don't want to feel sore, to be
Right.
honest with you. But I get
Exactly.
it though. I get it,
Hmm.
for the people in trigger point. I remember that years ago, by going to a chiropractor when I
Hmm.
lived in New York City. And trigger point was one of their things. And so
Hmm.
with my lower back issue, I mean, they had a little device that they would put in their hands or whatever,
Hmm.
and they would like press down
Yes.
on wherever.
Hmm.
And that was intense. But I guess
Hmm.
overall, all in all, it was useful.
Yeah.
Trigger point to me can be painful, like you say.
Hmm. I know it is, but I need it in my low back right now. I just need somebody's elbow. I don't want somebody to rub on me and make me feel
No, no,
nice.
no.
And
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
need an elbow in there to work that out.
Wow, wow, that is, and so I guess, and we'll talk about that a little bit later because that's something that I do want to, speak on the
Mhm.
safety of,
Mhm.
of being a massage therapist and what you have to be aware of as you are
Mhm.
massaging, people. So,
Mhm.
some health issues that you had mentioned, that mainly people come to you because, of pain prevention and pain relief and things
Mhm.
like that, but also massage can help with other types of health issues, I guess, like diabetes and things
Mhm.
like that. Are you familiar, or does that
I'm not gonna say diabetes, but I will say
Okay.
high blood pressure
Oh yeah.
because it does lower your blood pressure.
Oh,
Absolutely.
it can.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there a correlation between that, like between, I guess, stress and really?
I've never thought, well, usually when people have high blood pressure is associated with dietary, but
Okay.
you're right though, high blood pressure can also be associated with stress and anxiety as well.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
that's how massage can help with that. But I usually encourage detoxification with massage because it's going to detox your body. That's why we always say drink a lot of water after
Mhm.
massage. People think we're just
Mhm.
robots and we just say that for no reason, but I really do suggest you drink a lot of water because it's going to flush all of that, all of that stuff that we pushed around out of your system, and that's what you want. So massage can help with chronic migraines. Sometimes
Okay.
people have migraines and they're not really aware that it's coming from their neck or their shoulders. They
Mhm.
just know they have chronic migraines, or it could be stress related. So then I have clients who have fibromyalgia who are in pain a lot.
Mhm.
So I do work with a lot of clients who have fibromyalgia, insomnia, anxiety, TMJ, in the jaw,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
constipation,
Wow.
PMS,
Wow.
carpal tunnel, plantar
And that's,
fasciitis.
oh God, I need to get to you because my wrists right here. Oh my
Yeah.
God, they're all.
I get so disappointed where I hear people say, "Oh yeah, I'm about to get surgery." It's always like, "Let's get surgery," and it's like you're skipping steps. Let's work on what's causing the carpal tunnel. Let's open up those muscles and increase the flexion in your wrist. Let's do some stretches. So they go straight from I have a problem, a chronic problem, to surgery.
Surgery.
So you got to come to me before that and see what we can do. So if you have tendonitis in the elbow or whatever, let's come to me. Let's do some ice and some heat therapy. Let's do some muscle manipulation, some trigger point, and let's work on that. And then let's see where we can go from there.
Gotcha, gotcha. Well, I guess that's and I don't want to knock, the American way, but that's just how the way that we do things. We jump right
Mm-hmm.
into my thing is always pharmaceuticals or like you say, surgery. That's always
Mm-hmm.
our first, jump to.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of the holistic way first, just let's explore,
Mm-hmm.
some options here. Now, when you said detox before, did you say
Mm-hmm.
detox before your massage?
No, no, no. I said
Okay, so it's detox.
I like massage for detoxification because some
Okay.
people aren't aware that lymphatic drainage can help detoxify your system. So
Okay.
sometimes people actually get sick after a massage and they
Hmm.
think the massage therapist made them sick. But
Hmm.
that's really not the case. Usually it's the toxicity in the body that's been triggered and it's causing you to feel unwell. I've had it happen to me. So I'm not saying that massage therapist made
Yeah.
me sick, but I remember like right after massage, I probably felt great for 30 minutes to an hour, and then I felt like crap. And
Yeah.
I know it was the toxicity in my body and I wasn't
Wow.
drinking a lot of water. We talked about dehydration. So all of that is incorporated with that as well.
Wow.
So I do like infrared sauna. I do push getting into a sauna sometimes.
Yeah.
I have the infrared sauna at my house where I get in there sometimes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, we're going over to Lynette's house so we can jump in the infrared sauna. So see the
Mm-hmm.
line forming up around your house. You know why. And so the thing is too, and we talked about it briefly. I feel sometimes is these holistic practices can, when you spoke about the practice of shiatsu,
Mm-hmm.
that to me is kind of a spiritual kind of thing too, as
Mm-hmm.
you're connecting, I think, with that spiritual side of moving energy and things like
Mm-hmm.
that. And so in your opinion and or your thoughts, do you
Mm-hmm.
think that massage can help with a person's mental and spiritual well-being?
I think so. We mentally, I think it's more obvious than it is spiritual. I
Hmm.
think spiritual is more subjective, depending
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
person, if they even
yeah.
have that type of, thinking.
Openness.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. I've actually had a client, it wasn't, I think it might have been his first or second massage, and he got off the table and said that was a spiritual feeling.
Interesting.
So I've had that, but there's some people who are just there to like hurt. They're not thinking about
They're not thinking about,
anything. No, but
yeah,
no, but a lot of wellness practitioners are spiritual. I've noticed
right.
that a lot in my work. And so we really focus on grounding ourselves,
Yeah,
meditation ourselves, so because what we do can be so draining and taxing for us
yeah,
that most of us are already spiritual when we're doing
yeah,
the work, that we're
yeah.
tapped out, we're somewhere else,
Mhm.
mentally, so I do believe that it can help with the person's mental and spiritual well-being.
Well, and I think too, I think touch can be a transference of energy.
Mm-hmm.
And vice versa. If a person is, you have to, I guess, be in a mindset, like it's like you say, a grounding to know that you're going to be, if a person comes in toxic, you know, with toxic energy,
Mm-hmm.
you can feel that,
Mm-hmm.
and so now that you are going to be hands-on with that individual, you know, that energy can travel. And I'm assuming that, that can, you know, really, like you said, you're drained after that, probably because of that transference of energy.
But not only are we drained, but it's actually rewarding because I've had so many clients who come in with a negative type of feel or energy, or
uh
even
yeah.
underestimating my ability.
Wow.
And then when
Wow.
they leave, they have a different look on their face. They have a different expression on their face. Yes, I have sucked all that up into myself, but I'm glad they feel better, and I'm glad that they're treating me better and seeing the world
Yeah.
in a different light. So I've done my job.
Yeah, the Green Mile. You remember when, I don't know if you ever watched the movie The Green Mile,
Hmm.
when what's his name? I can't remember. When he inhaled, all of that
Yes,
toxin, then
yes,
and so
yes.
that's pretty much, what you
Mhm,
have to be aware of, I'm pretty sure, as a
mhm.
massage therapist.
Right.
Right, 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 right.
Mhm.
So, um, let's talk a little bit about this. Why should a person seek a true and licensed massage therapist? Because I mean, there are people, I would say, the safety of it, because I don't think that, I wouldn't know what to look for,
Mhm.
when it comes
Mhm.
to, so why should a person seek someone like yourself?
Well, the main reason, like you said, is safety issues.
Hmm.
There are endangerment sites with working with the body. So you don't want anybody to take an elbow to your kidneys and hurt your kidneys. And you definitely don't want anybody putting pressure behind your knees. So those are just two examples of areas that you should not work.
Oh
That
yeah.
people, if you're not trained, you don't know that. And also being untrained in this state is actually illegal. Now, some states are a little bit different, but North Carolina is illegal to practice without a license to practice
Okay.
massage.
Okay.
So you don't want anybody selling themselves as a massage therapist without a license number for your safety, because a lot of us are insured as well.
Right.
So I'm insured for
Gotcha.
liability reasons.
Yeah, gotcha. And like I said, I wouldn't know what to look for, when it, because I've tried to do that whole thing to feel a knot in someone's shoulder or whatever, and I don't know how to feel for it, and
Oh.
and so I'm pretty sure you'll be able to, tell exactly where,
Mhm.
a person is tensed up and where there's
Right,
tension. And like I said,
right,
but me on the other hand, no, I would not be able to tell, so
right.
congrats on that. You are one special individual, and definitely this is your calling. Yeah.
Absolutely. It is a
So
gift.
yeah, it's a gift. That's what I was
It
definitely going
is.
to say. It's definitely a gift.
Mhm.
And so, when it comes to, being that massage therapist, and this is something that you probably had to, deal with in your journey of being a massage therapist, what are some tips that a person that's interested in becoming a massage therapist, what should they, what are some of the pitfalls or the downfalls? Because I hear a lot of times when the massage therapist needs a massage.
Right. So I think people aren't aware until they start school that there is a burnout for massage, where they say
Hmm.
that after 5 years, a lot of people burn out. And I think that's because when we're taught really early, they say work smart, not hard. And when we
Hmm.
first get out there, we are usually working very hard. I used
Yeah.
to work so hard that I would come home and just be out. I can't do anything else. I can't function because I've touched too many people today. So
Hmm.
it's not just physically taxing, it's also emotionally taxing too.
Hmm.
So that's one thing we should be mindful of, is that you can hurt yourself. Like you said about the not getting massages myself. I need a massage like yesterday. That's how that's how bad it is, you know. And I'm also aware of that. But when I can't get a massage or I can't squeeze it in, I make sure that I do some self-care. Like I'll run me an Epsom salt bath.
Hmm.
I'll get in the infrared sauna, like I told you. I have a massage gun. I have my son's elbow.
Oh my
Whatever I
goodness.
can get into, whatever I can do to make sure that I'm taking care of myself, even if I'm not able to go get a massage. So that's one thing, is that you don't want to burn yourself out, which I
Hmm.
have seen a lot. And do your research on massage schools, because there are a lot of them and they all have different programs that are different lengths as well. So you want to do your research on massage schools. And since I went to Durham Tech, I'm a big fan of them, and they just opened a massage school as well. So I'm super proud of that. And I know that it's affordable. So just if you can do your research on massage schools, that'll be really good. And just to make sure you're taking care of yourself, because I know somebody who pulled a muscle during a massage, like
Mm.
tore his rotator cuff doing a massage and
Doing it.
kept doing the massage, did not stop
Wow.
doing the massage. That's how
Wow. Wow.
dedicated we are. I've seen
Yeah.
somebody whose wrist was broken and they came to work and massaged people with one hand. So there is a lot of dedication in our work. So you just have to be willing. People know when you love your job,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it will show in your work. So if
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
love it, don't do it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. You got to have a passion,
Hmm.
for it. So tell me, what's going on with the future, and we didn't say this earlier, and
Hmm.
I do apologize for that. So, the name of your company is.
Hmm. The Journey NC, the
Okay.
Journey, pretty much. That's the name of my personal business.
Hmm.
And my office right now is in a new wellness center that opened up in Durham called R3 Wellness, where we
Hmm.
have underwater treadmill, hydro massage, crystals, Reiki, just a completely holistic approach to healing. So that's where my
Hmm.
business is right now.
Gotcha.
Um, and yeah, that's actually that started in 2019. My actual
Okay.
business, it's on my shirt.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Love that. Love that. Love that. Love
Right.
that. And so that's where they can find you also online. It's
Hmm.
journey.com.
Right, absolutely. The journeync.com.
JourneyNC.com.
Yeah,
Gotcha, gotcha,
absolutely.
gotcha, gotcha.
Hmm.
So,
Right.
so what's in the future for the JourneyNC.com and Lynette in the future?
Well, it's a lot happening. It's not happening too fast, which is
Good.
good.
Yeah.
So, because I'm really devoted to my craft, I always like to teach self-care as well. I notice in our community, people of color, sometimes massage is looked at as, I thought it was a money thing. I used to think like maybe they don't have money. Maybe that's why all my clients are upper middle class, is because of the money. But I don't think that's accurate. We do have the money, but I just think we are conditioned to spend that money on hair, nails, clothes, bags, that type of stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
it's all about education for me, where I
Hmm.
can teach self-care to women, or um, incorporate it into the lower income brackets
Right,
too, where
right,
so
right.
I do volunteer work. I used to volunteer a couple years ago with homeless veterans, any way I can put it out there that this is an option. So
Mhm.
I work with nonprofits probably for the past 3 years as well. So that's kind of what I'm going towards, is
Okay.
being completely self-sufficient and working for myself first, and
Yeah.
then also treating the person as a whole. Like
Hmm.
you talked about with your clients, it's not just fitness. Like, what are you taking in? So I
Yeah.
love that. I love the overall well-being of a person. So that's
Exactly.
why it's called the journey, because like we're on this journey together. Let's do this together.
I get it. I get it. That is so awesome. I love that. I love that. And so once again, you're in the Durham area, and
Hmm.
if everyone doesn't know where that is, it's in North Carolina. If you're watching this episode today anywhere outside of North Carolina, and if
Hmm.
you ever are in that area, what is it called? That's called triangle, right?
Right, the
Right.
triangle.
So the triangle, if you're ever in that
Hmm.
area, please do look up this young lady. As you can already
Thank
tell,
you.
she's passionate about what she does
Mm,
and all. And so she deserves it. And
thank you.
so, I have one more question for you today, if you don't
Hmm.
mind, okay? And
Okay.
this is the deep thought question of the
Right.
day. I had like the timpani drums behind me. I prefaced the question with that, but since we don't, we're just going to go and head on with the question right quick. So,
Okay.
like, this is the question. All right. If there was one thought you could put in everyone's mind and heart that would change this world for the better, what would that thought be?
That is so tough. There's so many thoughts,
So
but
many. Yeah.
but what I feel now in this present moment is telling people do not react to everything.
Hmm.
We're in this world right now of people constantly reacting,
Yeah.
and it's not protecting your energy or your space.
Hmm.
So don't be apologetic to people. Like, if you feel like they're going to drain you, just keep a distance and don't apologize for it. Like, sometimes I will look at my phone and say, I'm not going to answer that because I'm not in the mood for that right now. I have to put that off until I'm in a different
Yes.
headspace.
Yeah.
And right now we have to understand that our true currency, it's our time. So protect your time, protect your space, protect your energy. Just be
Mm.
self-aware.
Mm, mm.
Mhm.
You know what I'm taking away from that is self-awareness and
Mhm.
protect your time and and not be so reactive because like we've moved away from reactive. If you rearrange the letters, we should be more creative versus
Mm,
reactive. And
right.
so all the letters are in that word, just
Hmm.
shift them around a little bit
Yeah.
and so creative and more
Mhm.
responsive than reactive
Right.
and always just be aware like you said and one of the things that I always joke about my wife and I, and she always kind of reminds me about Todd is always talking about people should teaching people that they have options.
Hmm.
And that's one of the things I really do believe. I think that we really are caught up in a mindset that we aren't aware that we have options.
Hmm. That's
Options
so
to
true.
our health, options to our wealth, options to our well-being,
Hmm.
and options to people like yourself. Like you
Hmm.
said earlier, people would rather go to their first reaction is to
Hmm.
go to the surgery
Hmm.
and all. And so without knowing that they have options and that's why they do that. And so that's why we do the show, Living Your Best Life here,
Right.
just to, bring forth people and individuals and professionals like yourself. So Lynette, thank you so much for
Mhm.
hanging out with us today. I
Thank
truly,
you,
truly
Todd.
enjoyed your energy.
Thank you,
I
Todd.
really enjoy it. And I
Thank
really
you.
do look forward to, coming down and visiting you soon
Hmm.
one day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And so,
Hmm.
like I said, everybody, we're gonna line up at our house and get into that red, that infrared room. Yeah.
Hmm.
So once again, thank you so much for hanging out with us a little bit today. Okay.
Thank you.
All righty. So everybody, listen. I enjoyed her energy, and I know you did too. So this is what the show is all about: living your best life. And we want to make sure that these individuals that are out there in the trenches, helping you live your best life. Take advantage of these individuals. This is why I bring the show to you. Find them. Have the
Mhm.
conversations with them. Communicate with them. So do whatever you can to know that you do have options. Like I said. All righty. So everyone. I will catch you next time on Living Your Best Life. We truly enjoyed you. You guys have an awesome day. Bye-bye.